Okay, Tuesday, 20th of September, part 2. We're talking about indices, the DAX and YM. DAX was very good today. Obviously, the 8 o'clock London Open was big bar. It took some guts actually to enter here. Usually, I would like to see some sort of confirmation and some sort of what are the bears doing when something like this happens. But in this case, I was entering at 90. The market went really up without really looking at the gap closing, and there was a nice scalp to 403, 402, big round number. So I entered, and it was pretty good. It was valid, as you can see, breakout of this bar. You can't trade the first bar, London Open, breakout of that with buy signal, so that was very good. Then you have the usual retracements, and again you see that the market is really on an uptrend. The market goes down, it tests two things, R1, which happens to be at the same level at MA, so the moving average, so basically two confirmation there. It doesn't really think about closing the gap and going down, and it goes up again. Now a very advanced trade would have been this one. Once you see this bar after this bounce, you actually re-enter here at about 86, 87. You can enter with an idea of testing the pivot, testing this high, this is one of my favorite trades. I didn't put it in the journal because even with a standard trade, which is this one, I know it's a re-entry, but it's a pretty plain vanilla re-entry. You have breakouts of the pivot and the previous high, and so you could enter here as well. As usual, my target was a few points below the R3, so I got another, I think I got something like 20 points, and then the market went down. So great morning for the DAX. Afternoon wasn't so great. But first of all, here, remember there are news at 1:30. This is the 1 o'clock. We start trading again at 1 o'clock. There is a break of this 1 o'clock high on a buy signal. But as you can see, you should have a break of this, which was 42, at this time, I think that it was too close to the news. I tend to say don't trade 30 minutes before news. These were 20 minutes before news, and I thought it wouldn't have been a good idea to try this. If you did, you should have got out probably just before the news with a, I don't know, 5 or 6 ticks loss. Of course, you don't trade this because it's 1:30 news. And then you have a signal here. You have a sell signal here. And again, this is 210. We are very close to New York Open, which is another point when we actually don't trade. So this, combined with the fact that you are actually on one level, which is R3, I decided not to take it. And I would have made some points, but would have been really very risky. Now, you see that the 230, the New York Open for the DAX really didn't make any difference. So when the market was going down, and you can see that the market actually went down and it broke this level here at R3 and so on, I decided to be a little bit cocky and take this trade here. with the idea of getting to big round number. As it happened, it didn't go there, but it made 8 points, enough for me to put the stop at break even, so no harm done. Here it would have been another good trade, but too close to to big round number, and I actually was already in on YM because it was correlated, and in the afternoon, as you know, we give precedence to YM. And here is YM. I wouldn't talk too much about the morning. All these were filtered, partly because they were not very good, and partly because they were correlated with ducks, and we were in with the ducks. In case you wonder about this filtering, this was a pretty big support, and actually it was quite I was just looking at this support here, which is the lower the low of the range, and so that wasn't probably not even triggered. The afternoon was quite tricky as well. Now we don't trade this one because it was too close to 130. We could have got in here and get out before 130 with break even. That would have been an advanced trade anyway, because you should have waited for this particular spike here. Sorry, forget what I said. This spike was the 130. This is 230. This still stays. We don't trade at 130 because of news, and we don't trade at 230 because of New York Open. So you could have got in here and get out to break even just before New York Open. What happened is that it's quite typical. The market goes up and then goes down, and then it starts taking a direction. In this case, we had these two basically doji here. So it looks as if the market really doesn't want to go down. And down there's already quite a lot of support. So usually the market will try to check the up again. And so I enter with this, one of my favorite trades. It's a re-entry, a little bit advanced, over this and this and this high. And I had my scalp and the market went down again. I could have re-entered here, but that was a little bit too cocky even for me. And it was too close to the high of the day anyway. Plus it was 3 o'clock. On a 3 o'clock, usually there is something happening. So I just thought that I was happy with this scalp here. The market then went down. You have a sell signal here, so you could have entered here. What's the problem with that? Well, the problem is that it's too close to big round number. It's 18,097, and it's really bang on this level of support. So I waited a little bit longer. I entered a 91, 92, and I knew that kind of hoped and knew that if actually you break this, there is this big magnet here, which is the daily pivot. And that's exactly what happened. So I instead of getting my 10 points, I actually put the stop target a little bit lower in order to get the all the points that I could. And then the market went up, and then it was time to finish the day. So pretty good day again. Thank you very much.